What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and of course, I'm coming at you guys because we're going to be taking a look at the latest information from Duelist Pack, Duelist of the Whirlwind, known in the OCG as Duelist Pack Gale Duelist Edition. So, Konami dropped some information on us yesterday, and I'm of course very excited to let you guys know what exactly is going on. So, before I go any further, I just want you guys to know, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. Hit the notification bell in the description button, of course, because that helps out. The notification bell will make sure that you will be informed of when I do upload more content to the channel. Also, hit up the description box because it will be featuring all of the other social media links for the channel, including a Patreon that will help the channel grow as well. So if you would like to give a little bit and hopefully want to be recognized, because I could easily do that as well and take a time out to recognize some of the backers that help out with the Patreon. I don't have anything up right now at the moment, but it'll be up short. It'll be up sometime soon, at least before the end of the month. So that way it can help the channel grow itself, and I can get a lot of more resources. So that way I can put a lot more into the channel itself. So, while that's out of the way, why don't we go ahead and we talk about Duelist Pack, Duelist of the Whirlwind. So actually, there's some things that need to be clarified before I go further, and that is the duelists that they're specifically going to be focusing on. So, when the original news dropped, in the text of it from the OCG, and I thankfully got a bit of a translation for it, that the Duelist Pack will contain cards of duelists that have been active in the anime and in the manga. The Duelist Pack will contain new cards that will strengthen the decks of 3 duelists who use wind attribute monsters. So I guess the clarification there was that it wasn't going to be all of the duelists or a specific number. It is a set number. By set number and not specific number, the set number means that this is exactly the amount of duelists that they're going to be focusing on, the archetypes that they use in supporting those. Now, we do know that the pack itself is not going to be just like a 50 card set, so it's going to be like a handful of reprints, handful of new support cards, and then that's probably about it. Other than that, I mean, we kind of figured it wasn't going to be like that, and I know a lot of people on the street, well, there could be hope. What if they're going to add Harpie cards? If they add Harpie cards, it's fine, but it also kind of means they just went back on what they were initially saying. It was supposed to be 3 duelists instead. They're going to add additional more, which also means they left out a couple additional archetypes as well when it came to that. Now, in addition to that, we do have the confirmed monsters, the confirmed duelists that they're going to be focusing on for this duelist pack. So, first up is Yugo. Yugo was a combination of his Speedroid monsters and his Ace monsters, being the Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I think it was Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. I know it was the Synchro Dragon. And of course, Yugo is from Arc V, where it was the plethora of Pendulum, Fusion, Exceed, and Synchro. All in one. And a bit of Ritual, because I do remember they did go back in time. I mean, there's the whole Ritual stuff as well. So, I'm not, sorry, not time. They went through space and dimensions. Not through time. Just, anyway, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of, anyway, so I'm not going there. We have Ruri's deck. Sorry. She's known as Lulu here in TCG. She is the Lureless duelist. So we get some Lureless support here. And in the odd card out, odd monster out, Cherie. Yes, Cherie LeBlanc. If you guys don't remember who Cherie LeBlanc was, she was the duelist that she had a crush on Yusei. She came from the future to the past, or I don't know. Look, I didn't watch the last part of 5Ds. I know she was present, and I know of her presence only because she had that set of monsters, a set of cards that were scattered through the 5Ds era, the left floors. Like there was a swordsman, there was a tuner. I believe the synchro was the swordsman, and then the monsters were like the spellcaster that could special summon. It was like a cheap monster reborn, but it wasn't really good because you had to special summon it either through its own effect or through the effects of the level one plant monster they had. And I believe that was like it wasn't very good. I'll just say it there. It wasn't very good. It wasn't very cohesive. And I think now at this point, they're saying they're going to make some cohesiveness of it by adding some support to strengthen it up, which is fine because I think at that point, a lot of people were hoping there's something. I don't know. It's a very weird angle for me when it comes to a lot of decks and archetypes in the Yu-Gi-Oh series, like where they stand at that point. But yeah, I mean, we finally got it, which is good. So we finally know what the three are. I like the artworks of the cards that are being featured, which is cool. So if you guys are interested in that, but I have a bit of concerns when it comes to it. And my first concern is how will this strengthen those decks? How will these really focus on the archetypes? Because for one, it looks like a new synchro. We have what could be potentially be either a new fusion or a new link monster. And I think for Sherry, I'm more concerned of okay, if they're gonna focus her monsters on wind, what style of setup will she have? Um, which probably used to be synchro spam if you think about it. So probably not too far from what Hugo used when he played Speedroid. Because Speedroid was all about, getting this monster. Oh, an action happens, so I get to summon this monster. And then I'm going to synchro summon into this giant dragon. And this dragon's going to negate all of these monsters. So with Sherry's deck, I have concerns. Because I don't know where they're going to play around with this. Maybe monsters that focus on direct attack. Maybe monsters that focus on um, spamming their synchro summons. So kind of not too far from you says. The Lurlisk, I'm not too worried about because what is it? The last couple of Lurlisk cards are actually really good. Well, the five, no, one, two, three, four, five, the six Lurlisk monsters we have now. So probably hoping for some spells and traps that will help amplify the archetype's play style, right? Like the archetype in terms of the cards that get played. Yugo, I'm not worried about because it's Yugo. It's synchros. It's synchro spamming. You'll be perfectly fine with Yugo. I think they just wanted to bump up Crystal Wing so that he could have some cohesiveness with his monsters. Um, I think we'll see some cohesiveness. Probably. Just Teki Timborg and I think Terratop are still both at like hit on the list. I think it's Teki Timborg. I think that's at 1, but Terratops are like at 3. So I mean, we'll see what that includes there. But yeah, Lulu and her lure list, I think are probably going to be the main focus now because a lot, Bird Up and the Tri Brigade lure list setup is still really, really good, even though they hit Union Carrier. So next to see what exactly we will get from this because initially the artwork of this card we all thought was a Harpie, but it's not a Harpie. It's a Lurlusk. So that's a great inclusion to have a Lurlusk and a new monster. Hopefully, we'll get some spells and traps that help deal with, such summoning other winged beasts. Maybe we can take advantage of that. Or even so, take advantage of all her monsters that have that whole link up into special summoning each other. So it's nice to see. Um, Other than that, I don't think I have pretty much anything else to really talk about. I just wanted to give you guys clarification. Of course, this set will be released May 22nd, 2021. In the OCG, we don't have any confirmation for the TCG. They just drop all the TCG information, but I did want to share the links to you. I actually do like the artworks of all three of these cards, so let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the new support cards for each of these cards. Do you think we will, what cards and stuff you would like to see in the future to support these three? And what about the other archetypes that you'll see later on? Do you like to see support for them? So let me know all that in the comment section below. And of course, I'll catch you guys next time. HBJ signing out. Take care.